71% of our sisters are not married, 29% will never get married, 63% of our brothers are not married, 30% of them will never get married. There is no culture in the history of humankind that has risen to maximize their full human potential without family at the center of their culture. This only exists. This is an interesting but negative statistic. This phenomenon of the existential crisis of our family only African American black people. It does not exist on the continent or anywhere else in the diaspora. So there must be something in the water. We must fix this. It is a lot easier said than done because it is impacting our wealth. Quick statistics. For 350 years was dominated by white people. They were number one in this country. They no longer are number one, they're number three, and there's a reason for it. So, who has the highest wealth in America? It's East Indians, $104,000 a year. What's the marriage rate in the East Indian culture? 94%. We are at the bottom. Household median income, $55,000 a year. Marriage rate, 34%. And projected, based on facts and statistics, that if we do not fix this, because white folks ain't fixing this, our marriage rate will be in the low teens in the next 20 years. We must, this is an enormous challenge. That's a whole talk by itself on how do we fix it. It can be fixed, but we have to, first of all, understand that this is a problem. No one's talking about this problem. This is a huge problem.
Can it be fixed?
Do people want it to be fixed?
Well, I mean, that aside, can it be fixed? If everybody wanted it to be fixed, are people willing to do what it would take to fix it? Because what it's going to take to fix that is a complete 180 of everything that we're doing currently. Can it be fixed? What do you think? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know.
See that? You just said yes or no. Typical.
The optimist in me wants to say yes, of course. If every, all things being equal and everyone does their part, of course, the probability of it, yes, in a perfect scenario or setting. But look at what we're dealing with, and look at what we're seeing, and look at what's being portrayed. And before you do anything, before you heal anything, you have to want that. And I don't think the American black family even cares about...
There is no American black family.
Well, we're one of them.
We are one of very few. The truth is...
Well, to not say there isn't one isn't fair to those of us that are living this.
He just gave you the stats.
Yeah.
71% of our sisters aren't even married. 63% of our brothers are not married. Yeah. So we are in a minority. So therefore, the majority of... When you say the majority of black people are not married, that's the truth.
So a parent and a child isn't a family unit?
They are a family, but they're not a family unit.
So what's the difference between a family and a family unit?
A family unit is a man, a woman, and children. A family is a conglomeration of people. But a family unit, the traditional family unit, is a man, a husband, a man, a wife, and children.
So the unit word is making what? What's the distinction?
Because it all goes together. Okay, so if you have a car,
yeah,
has tires, it has an interior, it has paint and everything, but it doesn't have an engine. I mean, is it functional? I guess that's what I'm saying.
Oh, so the unit is what makes it function
properly.
And then the outcome is family.
The outcome of that car having an engine that actually works and function is that you can get from A to B in it. You can have the nicest car in the world.
I got you.
And if your alternator doesn't work, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And so it's sitting there and it looks great, and it is technically a car, but it's not going anywhere.
I got you.
So without the man, the woman, at least the man, the woman, and the children, then that unit cannot fix this problem. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, a lot of people don't like that, and I get it. I'm not crapping on nobody, but I'm saying, though, if you have a woman and children and no man, what product comes out of that union? It's not great.
It's not great. Being the product of a single mother-led home. It's not.
And if you have a man and children, the product is statistically a little bit better, but
But it's
that
still
child is
something
going to be
missing.
missing something.
Yeah.
So we got to. I know nobody wants to hurt anybody's feelings, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But the truth is, this thing is set up for a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're on the bottom, just like you said, is because we don't truly believe in the family unit. We think we could do it all. I have these people. I grew up with these people. I know these people really believe that all you need is a woman and some kids, and y'all could be all right. It's not true. You're gonna be lacking.
Yeah.
On either side of the fence, you're gonna be lacking. I know because I deal with these people every day.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, we have to accept a few things as a black community, and I don't think we're ready to accept them. And I'll tell you why.
No, we're not. No.
No, because we're winning. There's a group of people that are winning by us being on the bottom.
Yes.
And nobody likes to talk about that, but there's a media engine behind this whole thing
Yes.
that is absolutely winning because we're on the bottom and they don't want things changed, and we're willing to sell our soul for a piece of fame.
We really are. We do it all the time.
Yes, we're willing to twerk and all the crazy stuff and play these crazy roles in movies, keep playing the gangster, keep playing the promiscuous man, keep playing the promiscuous woman,
Yep.
and shooting that media image out to people.
Yep.
And then people think that's what we are, to the point that our children and the people that are influential, the people that are easily influenced in our communities, will play those roles out in real life.
Yep.
And you will get rewarded for being that.
Yep.
The promiscuous man gets rewarded by sleeping with more women.
Yep.
The promiscuous woman get rewarded because she gets more attention. The gangster gets rewarded because he has power in his little sphere of influence. All these little things that play out, that is working against us, and we're not willing to change it. You know how I know? Because we haven't changed it yet. We ain't even tried to change it. And anybody that speaks out against it, they get maligned.
Yes.
And they get kicked to the side. There's some people watching the video right now that's pissed off.
Yeah.
Just because
Or
somebody
clicked off of
simply
it.
said it.
Yeah.
That we need to do better and we need to take back control of our ethnic image. Our
But we
ethnic
don't
image
care
is not
about it
great.
at all. Yeah, we don't care about it. We care about, like you said, the big come up. We care about the quick fame, the quick hits of money.
And we care about being a victim. Everybody wants to be a
Yes.
freaking victim. Everybody's a victim in our community. No,
Yep.
I don't have no words to describe how frustrating it is to sit around and watch people literally be their own worst enemy. Yeah, that's my main question. Are we willing to do what it takes? And I don't think we are.
I don't think so.
The feedback,
I don't think
the
so.
feedback loop is too good. It's too good. People are actually winning from us being on the bottom, and those people don't want to start losing, because if we start to get ourselves together, then there's certain things that have to change in our society.
Even those of us within the community that's actually kind of playing these roles, they're winning. If you think about it, like if I am a single mom, I'm getting government assistance. I'm also getting possibly child support. I don't have to submit to a man. I can pretty much live as chaotically as I want to. I just have to go to work, show up, do my thing, come home, take care of my kids. And that's if I really am even doing that. Again, I was as a teacher, I used to see all kinds of stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
so that's that side of it. If I'm a man that just wants to kind of stick and move,
All you gotta do is,
I mean,
you can either have a lot of money
yeah,
or a lot of game. And
Yeah.
you can have all the sex
You
you
can
want.
have- yeah.
You can have pretty much anything you want.
Yeah.
You can have your pick of litter for women, especially if you got a lot of money. Or like you said, if you got a lot of game, then that's on top of that'll work too.
and then
So
you're
it's
seeing
really no
that,
incentive to have a family
Yeah.
at that point.
and then you see it played out in media, and then you're like, oh, cool, bet that's what I'm living too. I'm living just like Love and Hip Hop. I'm living like whatever. I'm just naming stuff. I'm living like that. And there's no real requirement for me to have a standard or change or have character or to do those intrinsic things that are not as appealing as
Yes.
people may think. The things that require real work, I don't have to do any of those. I can just show up and be as jacked up as I want to be. I can just do what I want and I'm accepted.
And I read a few of the comments, and a lot of people saying we just need to get back to church. That's not
not the
that's not the
fix.
answer, because church been around since slavery, and we still spin around the same thing. And I'm a Christian, I love the Lord, but I don't think that's the answer. I don't think that's the answer. I think the answer, and I tell people, it's simple. It's called personal accountability.
Especially when you see the same roles played out in church. When you
Yeah,
look at the black church, there's still about 70 to 80% of the congregants, they're single females. So you're seeing that same demographic show up in church. You're not seeing like the family unit being represented there. You're seeing the predominant demographic is going to be the single black woman that's going with her kids.
Yeah.
That's what you see. So how are we? And then when you don't have the leadership that's really, okay, this is what the real healthy image looks like. No, you're placating to your audience. Your audience is predominantly women, female. So there you go. So how is that the fix when we're seeing the same role show up there?
The only, like I said, the only true fix is personal accountability.
Yeah.
Is each person looking inward, introspect, looking inward and saying, what do I need to change about myself to get myself to the point where I'm ready to lead a family, or I'm ready to be a wife, or I'm ready to be a productive member of my community, or I'm ready to do, and it's not just go grabbing a degree off a shelf and stuff like that. It has everything to do with you and your own, building your own personal character, being a person that's learned, well read, not just some degree, but actually well read and understand the system that you're in. And most people don't want to do that. It's a lot of work, and most people are not willing to do it.
It is a lot of work.
And so my answer to my rhetorical question is no. It can't be fixed. It can't be fixed, not on a large scale. You have pockets. I know some amazing black families. I know some amazing brothers. I know some amazing sisters that are great and doing what they're supposed to be doing there, and they're good wives, and they're good husbands, and they're good sons and daughters. But on the whole, and what gets promoted in our community, that is not what gets promoted. So what you promote is what you project. And that is not what's being promoted or projected in our community. So the answer to the question is no. Tragically, it's no.
Yeah.
And it hurts my soul to say that, but that's where we're at.
Perpetual optimist that I am, I'm just really hoping and praying that change can happen. But golly, we have a lot of work to do. And I just don't see enough people willing to do it.
So with that, that's enough said.